Okay, welcome back to Entomorph.
It was an overcast day when the brave hero, Squire Warrick, arrived on the docks of Saltmoon Village. He was about to become enmeshed in the intriguing events taking place in the small hamlet.
Do you think you will find Suliana there?
Perhaps, after a number of exciting events have transpired.
So, since I now have that amulet with the eye on it, the storyteller and my little brother can see my progress and will occasionally chime in with some comments. So now I'm on the island of Phoros, in the village of Saltmoon. There's not many people around, apparently. There's 2 or 3 places in the game where you can rest to recharge your life and mana. Your life being the red bar to the left and your mana being the green bar to the right. So now that I'm healed up and filled up with mana again, I guess I'll explore the houses around here a bit. Here we have a grave and a boarded up house. I guess that spells zombie. I guess this guy's this guy used to be the town sheriff. I think I'll hit the center of town and see if I can find some people to actually talk to. I hate getting stuck in a conversation with this guy, but there's no way to avoid it. You can just choose all the ignore options and it still takes a while to get past. He does have some interesting stuff to say about the Jacktera, and he's apparently seen my sister Suliana, but everything he says is really fragmented and supposed to be funny, but it just really isn't. Anyway, he's really happy about the Jacktera returning apparently. Jacktera is the islanders' collective name for all forms of giant bugs, so giant beetles, giant spiders, giant ants, giant mosquitoes.
Many years ago, the Jagterra lived in abundance on the island of Phoros, but were eradicated by a sudden plague.
I've heard of them.
I'm not finished yet. I must add that Squire Warrick has learned that perhaps the Jagterra are returning.
Before the Darkfall, the people of Phoros used Jacktera as their farm animals, a source of food, beasts of burden. But when the Darkfall happened, they apparently all disappeared, and now they've suddenly come back. But like we've seen with the giant mosquitoes on Hamas Island, they're not exactly peaceful this time. The villagers seem a little too excited to realize that, though. Ah, there's the sister of the guy whose boat we borrowed. And she gave me a strength charm. That's nice. There's no strength meter in the game, but this item is supposed to make my punch stronger. And this red muncher doesn't seem very peaceful either. The guys in red are nobles, which are Jagdterra priests, basically. They spread the good word about the Jagdterra, and they try to make people eat their nectar for some reason. And already I'm finding out that the nobles are doing some sinister stuff to people around here, like kidnapping the children. Thought I smelled bacon. Luckily, unlike many other adventure game characters, Squire Warrick can do the smart thing and pretend he agrees with the sheriff. Alright, let's check out that parchment. It's a healing spell, and this spell slowly heals you over time. Now, I neglected to explain the spell system in the previous video, so I'll do that now. You can adjust the amount of mana points that you spend when you cast a spell to increase its effect. For instance, if I put more points into Mana Bolt, it does more damage, and if I put more points into Aid, it will last longer and heal me faster. The visual effect of the spell doesn't become any more spectacular though, so it's up to the player to find a good balance between effect and mana cost. Finally, I have some specific directions to find Suliana.
Squire Warrick was heartened to hear news of mysterious rebels who might have known the whereabouts of his sister, Suliana.
And she opened the gate for me, that's nice. Someone met a nasty end on that small island. Maybe if I punch this tree, yeah, I can get there. Ah, poor guy. Poison Dart. This is another attack spell just like Mana Bolt, but it has a small lingering poison effect. Not very spectacular, but maybe slightly better than Mana Bolt for now. I guess we'll ignore that. Those appear to be village names that have been converted. Wonder what that means. So the nobles aren't supposed to give nectar to people who are not from Phoros because it might make them stronger instead of transforming them. That sounds creepy. Hey, it's a hut full of friendly bees. Well, that went a little quick. Guess I'd better not go in there until I'm a little bit stronger. And have bee-proof armor. Does appear to be some kind of jar in there. Guess it would be honey.
A whole new world opened for Squire Warrick as he gazed into the eyes of Iceland. The springtime of love bloomed in his heart and gave him courage for his journey.
You don't know my brother very well. He is just being friendly.
No one reads stories about friendly. They read about true love.
So that Lady Golfina buys orchids. Maybe I should find her some and see if she'll buy them from me. Alright, there's a classic fetch quest. I have to get her a child's toy so she can teach me the pledge, so I could fool the nobles into believing I'm a citizen of Phoros, so I can get some nectar. And the hunt is on. Well, I'm pretty much done in Saltmoon, so I'll head out into the jungle and see if I can find my sister. Oh, looks like I found an orchid. I'll just pick it and it poisoned me. Guess even the plant life here is pretty dangerous. And it poisoned me again because I was too slow. You have to kind of set them off, get out of the way, and punch them before they can hit you again. Which I failed to do this time. Good thing I have that healing spell now. And here's some red munchers who aren't tied to wooden carts. They're not too strong, but right now neither am I. So they can do quite a lot of damage. I'll give them a bit of poison dart to soften them up. Well, that's about it. Further into the jungle then.